Small Business Shipping University, Episode 2, Shipping Carrier Contracts. I don't know, do you want the good news or the bad news first? I'm always kind of a bad news first guy. Let's start with the monopoly, duopoly choices you have of FedEx and UPS. UPS sucks, but you know, we'll go into that a little more later. Let's talk about the things you can negotiate and the things you can't negotiate. Well, some of the things you can negotiate in a contract obviously are the discount rates off of published. Let's see, you can negotiate the annual rate cap and your rebate percentages. For linen tablecloth, we've always got 6.5% rebate at the end of the year. Of course, they'll try to yank that from you. If you pay anything late, they'll try to yank your rebate. So pay your invoices on time, or fight with them about that. Also, if you don't meet your revenue tiers, in other words, if you don't ship enough with them, then they could try to yank that rebate from you as well. FedEx yanked ours one year, and that's why we left them. I wasn't too happy about that because it was hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I made UPS promises when we went back to them that they would never do that, which they actually did in 2019. They still owe us over $100,000 for that, even though we lost the lawsuit, so may never see that. Who knows? Things you cannot negotiate. You can't change the dimensional weight divisor, probably. Maybe you can if you're Costco or somebody big, but if you're a small business, good luck with that. The 180-day rule to file a claim to get an invoice adjustment. Don't think you're going to be able to convince them to give you longer time since that's in the federal tariff. Late fees. Well, both FedEx and UPS have gone to 8%. So you pay an invoice late now you're going to get hit with an 8% on the total charge of that. Even 5 years ago it was 6%. I don't think you'll be able to do much on that. So you've got to negotiate hard for discount rates. And like I mentioned in the last video, it should be a minimum of 25% off, upwards to in the mid-60s if you can get it. The fact that you know that that's possible helps you with a little more leverage. Make them cap the annual rate increases of 6%. I mean, we're not at 6% inflation anymore, so they shouldn't be charging 6% increases every year. And then you should also fight hard for your revenue tiers and your annual rebates based on your volume. Read your contract. Don't trust them. Read it. Find every possible way they can cheat you. And pay a good lawyer to read it as well. If you're going to use UPS, please be cautious. Make sure you steer your ship away from the rocky shallows so you don't run aground and hurt yourself. One of the things I'd really suggest, and nobody knows about this, we learned this through our 4 years lawsuit, but you can demand that your UPS account get set up as a scan-based account, not the default account. Now let me explain to you what that means. That means it'll be similar to FedEx, meaning that they can't just charge you for electronic data even though you never tender a package to them. In other words, you never give them a package. UPS will try to charge you for packages they never ship. If you have a website like ours and an order is submitted to them, but then the customer cancels the order, yet you don't let UPS know that that order is never going to ship, you're going to get charged for that. If you email return shipping labels to your customers and then they decide to keep the product, which happens with us a lot, and then they never use the label, you'll still get charged for it, unless you demand that you get a void shipment credit on it. With a scan-based account, hopefully that doesn't happen because they won't charge you unless they actually scan the package. But UPS will steal your money if they can. So make sure you have a scan base. Now, if you're even the slightest bit concerned about being charged for packages you never ship, well, I noticed in the new contract, probably as a result of the lawsuit with linen tablecloth, the lawyers have put in a new thing, and you can actually demand delivery proof from UPS. So one of the things I would love as we grow our Keep Companies Honest army is all shippers that join my movement. I think we ought to inundate UPS with lots and lots of delivery proof demands. You know, in lieu of them actually just billing us correctly, honestly, and fairly, which they can do, UPS themselves admitted in court. They basically scan 100% of their packages. So they know what they receive and what they ship and what they don't ship. Yet they still will put all the responsibility for determining what was shipped and what was not on you, the shipper. Kind of ridiculous. But, you know, hey, if you can make an extra few clicks, which we're talking about billions of dollars probably, in these sneaky charges, why not? You know, if you're a UPS management, hell yeah. makes that stock price go up. Some of you that may have not seen any of my previous episodes here, you may be asking yourself, wait a minute, if I just give data to UPS, they're going to charge me for packages I never ship? Well, why, yes. Yes. Stupid Ron believed that they wouldn't do that because that's not honest. But, yeah. Dumb. Don't be like me. If you don't go over every single charge in your invoices, then you need an auditing company. And, you know, they're going to want to take 50% of all the money is recouped. But 50% of something's better than 100% of nothing, right? If you can't do it yourself. So please get an auditing company. They're going to find the packages that never ship, try to get back money for all the BS charges. They're worth it. They're worth it. Package level data. So if you don't know what that is, that's basically the electronic data. You're telling them what you're shipping, how you're shipping it at ground, overnight, whatever. Package weight, the package size, the dimensions. UPS is demanding all of this, and if you don't give it to them per package, they're now charging a fee. They started doing it in 2019, and that fee now is $3.89 per package. Now here's a secret, which I revealed in the last episode, but it's worth mentioning again. You can ship with Fedex, and you cannot give them the package level data, and guess what? They won't charge you a fee. You don't want to take any chances of anybody making mistakes and submitting the wrong dimensions on a package. We submit with weights only, and then we trust FedEx to charge us correctly on dimensions. Your choice there, but if you're going to ship with UPS, be damn sure you get that correct. Meaning if you submit data and it's wrong, and it goes in UPS's favor, they're going to charge you as much as they can. If it goes in their favor, they're going to change it. Hey everybody, we don't have to accept dishonesty and greed from companies. We can do something about it. Fight back, join me, even if it's just subscribing to this channel. And if you've got a similar story of a company that's done something bad, let me know and we'll feature it here. To recap, things that you can negotiate on are rates, annual rate caps, discounts. Other things you can't are the dimensional weight divisors, 180-day rule for requesting credits on invoices, and late payment fees. You're going to ship with UPS, you got to be perfect. Can't make any mistakes. Every mistake you make, they're going to take advantage of you. These auditing companies, they used to make 50% of a lot more money they would recoup, but that's gone because UPS and FedEx have both S-canned their guarantees on most of the deliveries. So now they won't pay any money back if they deliver late on ground, 3-day, 2-day, which to me, that seems unconscionable. I mean, come on, you're paying triple, quadruple the price to have something shipped faster by 2-day or 3-day. And yet UPS doesn't hold themselves, or FedEx, to any kind of a performance standard. In other words, if they don't get it there in 2 days and you paid for 2 days, too bad for you. You don't get any money back. Where's the consideration there? That's like saying, we're just going to arbitrarily charge everybody who comes into the coffee shop who has a mustache, we're going to charge them more money. Well, you got to have some basis of logic for that. There's got to be some consideration given for the higher rates, the higher charges. Anyway, that's in our class action pursuits that we're going after UPS. If you're going to ship with FedEx, my suggestion would be give them weights only. Don't give dimensions. And the temptation to make that extra money is too great. So force them to charge you on the correct scanned dimensions, which both carriers do, 100% of the packages. All right, I hope this has been helpful. Stay tuned for the next episode, episode 3 of Small Business Shipping University.